everyone. The richer woman and her money. Today, we'll be talking about protecting your life and assets. With all the noise and volatility in the market, wondering when things will go back to normal, reflecting on the global crisis with COVID in 2020, and very recently the Russian-Ukraine war and its ripple effects on our economy and our lives. One would wonder, and even locally, with all the insecurities across the cities in Nigeria, one would wonder if crisis has become a new norm. And therefore, we ask pertinent questions, which is, what do I need to do to protect my life? My name is Umashime Oguzo Dobro. I'm often called MASH by close associates and friends. I have responsibility for distribution and partnerships at the Leadway Group. So today, I would be talking to you about how to protect your life and assets using insurance as a risk management tool. Now, at every stage of our existence, from cradle to our senior years, we require various kinds of insurance or various kinds of fallback arrangements to cushion us as we get into life, or as we get by in life. And as women, we need to be conscious of all of these various ways that we can empower ourselves, particularly financially, whilst also taking into cognizance how to mitigate losses. So for the purpose of this session, I would break insurance into three broad areas: health insurance, property insurance, and life insurance. So health insurance has preventive care, curative care, and rehabilitative care. Now, one thing some of us do not know is that you don't need to be ill to access care. Preventive health insurance affords you access to wellness clinics where screening can be done, to ascertain and detect undiagnosed ailments. There is a popular saying that we all know, that prevention is better than cure. And therefore, even with the rise in cancer cases, especially amongst women, it is necessary to carry out annual checks. Pap smear, for instance, to detect early detection of cervical cancer, and mammogram, which is a test to detect the breast cancer, amongst other screening tests, are things that one can embark on using preventive healthcare. Now, the curative aspect of health insurance is the one most of us are conversant with. The last speaker spoke to us about how her colleague was so excited by accessing health insurance, which was able to save her a lot of, it came with a lot of convenience and comfort, because she wouldn't have been able to access or afford the care but for health insurance that had been set up or had been instituted by her organization. So these are the things that we benefit from curative health insurance. And the beauty of it is you don't have to deal with the out-of-office expenses, the out-of-pocket expenses, and illnesses can just happen suddenly. And once you're struck with the illness, with your health insurance plan, you can jump on, treatment immediately. And this goes a long way to reduce financial burden and stress on you and your family member. Now, there is an aspect of health insurance which is called rehabilitative health care. And this is a tertiary form of prevention, which is essentially for chronic conditions with the aim to reduce morbidity and disabilities and ultimately improve the quality of life. Now, health insurance has other lifestyle modification packages like aerobics, yoga, dance sessions, and others that affords you the primordial prevention of healthcare, and also continues to improve the quality of our health. So I recommend that everyone should take up a health insurance plan today and do thank me later. So I'll move to the next aspect of insurance, which is also critical to this session. If you recall the aftermath of the End SARS protest, it opened our eyes to the importance of protecting our assets through property insurance. If you recall also, there were a lot of malls that were attacked at the time, and sadly, not a lot of the business owners within those malls and business constellations had insurance policies in place, and therefore you can only imagine the huge financial setback that they would have encountered. However, it was a clarion call for them to now take up insurance, going forward. So the insurance industry where I operate, where I work, we paid out billions in claims as a result of the End SARS protest. And this further, brought credence to, or gave credence to the value that insurance brings. And it increased and beefed up awareness of insurance. So it is necessary for you to take up property insurance so that you can mitigate against all sorts of losses, be it physical or, riot-related or stuff like that. Now, property insurance is very broad-based, extremely broad-based with an array of covers under this umbrella. So I'll take motor insurance or auto insurance, for instance. It's one of the major policies that is sought after. That's because of some level of enforcement in this part of the climb. But however, adoption remains very low. Some insurance companies, for instance, offer low rates or lower rates to women to attract them to purchasing auto insurance, auto comprehensive insurance. And that's because research has shown that women are more meticulous and more risk conscious, and therefore are lower risk clients. And yet, the adoption still remains low. Just imagine driving that exotic car of yours, and suddenly a downfall rams into you and just drives off, without an apology, and certainly unable to pay your, to fix your car. That can be worrisome sometimes, because that exotic car comes with the parts come at a premium, and you may not be necessarily equipped with the finances to take care of the loss, or it comes at an inconvenience, however. But if you have comprehensive insurance, all you need to do is call up your insurance company, and voila, your insurance is sorted. Your vehicle is fixed, and you're back to your normal life. And that's what insurance brings to you. So whenever I drive past some people, particularly happens a lot in Lagos, where I drive past people that are arguing, at the scene of an accident, I wonder, why are people arguing, Because if you had insurance, all you need to do is just exchange contacts of your insurance companies, and that's it. And then insurance will take it up from there. Did you know that the regular motor third-party insurance, which a lot of people buy because of enforcement, can actually cover the other party, which is called the third party, up to the tune of 1 million in damages for property? So it's not just for the purposes of police let me pass. It can be exercised in the event of an accident. So please, if there's anything that you need to take out from this auto insurance pep talk, is that from that third-party insurance alone, you can get in immediate value up to the tune of 1 million for the other party. And then if you want your own vehicle insured, you need to take up comprehensive. Depending on the value of your car, you pay your premium, and you're just going to be balling, you know, because we got you covered. So now, moving on to other forms of property insurance. So for the building, you can have the fire insurance, allied perils, and very recently, because of the insecurity and riots and all of that that has happened in the country, customers are insisting on having strike, riot, and civil commotion, called SRCC. So you can either buy it in or incorporate it while you're trying to get your insurance for any property, from motor to the building insurance to householder insurance. Just insist that they add SRCC, that's strike, riot, and civil commotion, and you'll be adequately covered in the event of any loss. You know, also, there's the all-risk cover, which is made for prized possessions. So your luxury phone, you know, your artwork for art enthusiasts, you can have it covered with insurance, and in the event of any loss, insurance comes to your rescue, even your laptops and all other prized possessions. So all of these are under the property insurance, and it's a must-have for everyone who wants to, you know, protect their assets, you know. So I'll move quickly to the third category of insurance, which a lot of us may have heard about, but we continue to wonder what it really is about, because research also shows that a lot of people are still unaware and unsure of what life insurance is and what the benefits are. So essentially, life insurance is a policy that promises to provide monetary settlement for your loved ones in the event of the holder's death. So a good personal financial plan should have life insurance and investment. So the lady who spoke before me spoke about a lot of investment opportunities that are prevalent right now, but life insurance should be part of it. So I'd further break life insurance into three, just for us to get proper understanding. Now, the first one I call money purchase. Money purchase. Why money purchase? So it's like you're paying down money, a small amount of money, so that in advance, so that you can access a lump sum, or so that your beneficiary that is named can access a lump sum, you know, in the event of death, you know. And so there are different types of money purchase type insurances. The term life, you know, a lot of organizations also take up group life insurance. So in the event of an employee passing on, you know, that comfort of having to, you know, look for money all over the place to sort out the family would be mitigated, because the insurance company then resorts to paying 3 times the annual salary of that employee to the named beneficiary. So those are the kind of value that you get from the money purchase type insurance. There's also education protection, you know. So the breadwinner dies, you know, and the children need to continue their education. This policy seeks to sort that out. So there's, for every insurance plan, the benefit outweighs the premiums that are paid. By premiums, that's the little amount of money that you make, you know, towards that plan. And so there are other plans. For instance, there's a plan called the funeral benefit plan, or what we call you know, the celebration of life expenses. Now, when life hits you, so your parent dies suddenly, and your funds are probably tied up in other investments, you're not able to access funds very quickly, if you have the funeral insurance plan, it just kicks in and you are able to receive a lump sum amount to take care of the funeral expenses. And mind you, this can happen even before you pay up, to the end of the tenure of that plan. If for instance, you take it up on month 1 and death occurs month 3, the insurance company would give you that lump sum for that parent or that spouse, or as the case may be. So these are the kind of things that we should consider while thinking protection, while thinking, on how to enrich our lives because of the convenience that it brings. Now, the second category of life insurance is the savings or investment type insurance plan. And I wouldn't dwell so much on this because it is actually mirrored like what the banking services offer. The only difference, however, is on the life cover aspect that is added to that savings or investment plan, which your named beneficiary can also access in the event of your passing, in addition to the savings that have been made. Now, the third category is the retirement annuity. And as you all know, annuity is acronymed salary for life. So you've been working for the better part of your life and you're suddenly, coming to retirement age, and then you're a bit apprehensive as to how to continue your, living your life in normalcy. But with annuity, you're able to continue that seamless, lifestyle because you're able to tie down or, pass on your gratuity or the bulk sum of money that you probably have to an insurance company to then manage for you for the rest of your life until death. So these are the kind of, value that life insurance brings to us. And it is, it's pertinent for us to take them up as seriously because in summary, insurance provides peace of mind, it provides convenience, and like I said before, the benefits outweigh the premiums that are paid. Replacement costs is something that continues to go up in view of inflation, and the unbearable economic headwinds that we are encountering on a daily basis. So why not hold on to what you have, secure it and protect it, using insurance as a risk management or risk mechanism, or tool, so that you're not faced with some of these exigencies that the economy is bringing to us. And suffice to say that gone are the days when we are a bit apprehensive or worried about insurance. Oh, insurance, we're not so sure, those small prints, policy wordings are not clear. Those narratives are changing because one of the things that the regulator has also done is they've opened their doors to you and I to report any defaulting insurance company. So if you're not able to get your issues resolved, you can easily access the regulator, and that should give you additional comfort. So I'm sure that I have spoken enough about some of these insurance products and services that we require to enrich our daily lives. However, I'd like to add at this point that it would be necessary to deal with a reputable insurance company and none other than Leadway Assurance. We offer life insurance, health insurance, general insurance, and we've been in existence for over 50 years since our establishment. And we have an asset base of over 500 billion, so that should give you additional comfort. And we pride ourselves in prompt claims settlement, and in the past 5 years, for instance, we've paid out over 165 billion in insurance claims. And just last year, we paid out 43 billion. So we're not afraid of settling claims. It is our business, and we do it with so much joy. So we're also scaling up our customer centricity service such that engagement with customers become a lot more frequent, unlike before, where people just get lost in the course of trying to do insurance. So I'm sure some of you may have reasons to engage further. So you can access us on our social media platforms or insure@leadway.com, and we'll be happy to take any of your queries or inquiries on how we can engage further. But just to summarize again, we live in very perilous times at the moment, and we need to hedge. We need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our assets, because it's safer to do so, and it's a smart thing to do, as opposed to just exposing yourself to the many risks that are prevalent in this day and time. So I think that with these admonishments, you're able to understand the value that insurance brings, and then where you're able to also engage further, because we're available to take on more of your inquiries. Please reach out to us, like I said, and thank you very much.